Hey gamers, got a short one for you today. It's Marvel United Witching Hour. Let's check it out. As you can see, the game comes with minis for all the characters here. For our heroes here are all the heroes decks that do different things. I will say this though, Mr. Sinister is a stinker. Playing with him, he could hurt the other players. Love it and kind of hate it too, but he has a lot of wilds in him. The rest of them are okay. Hulk and Deadpool really play the same. Juggernaut a little bit differently. I mean, running box a lot. Agatha's really good. She can do things that will help other players on their turn do different things when she's a hero. But when they're villains, they are hard to beat. As you each two powers each on here. And what Agatha does is she's trying to collect people on here, and these will be her hit points. So every bam, she's basically collecting these. So she just keeps getting more and more power. So you got every time you take hits, what would be here, you take them from this card. So very hard to beat that one. But then Scarlet Witch may be even a little bit harder. She has all of these threat cards that have these little crisis tokens on them. You can't do anything about them. When she unlocks them, she gains 2 health. Plus, if she unlocks them all on her board, her BAM puts 1 down here and 1 down on each one. Some of her cards say, hey, anyone that doesn't have 1, or those that only have 1, they get an additional 1 too. So it's really a race to try to beat the Scarlet Witch before she unlocks all of these. And basically, that is this mini expansion. Final thoughts. What do I think about the game? Well, I mean, it's very minor, right? It's just an extra heroes, some extra villains. This was given away or for sale, I guess, at Gen Con. I had several people go looking for it. I did guess correctly. This was one of the hardest things to get. I had several people looking for this. They didn't know they're all looking for me, but I had a few people looking for me, about 3, I believe. One went on the first day. The other 2 stayed all day, and they never got a copy. Now, a buddy of mine who went later on said it was wrapped around. It was the hardest one to get out of all the other YouTubers who said, this is the hotness. You need to get this. They were able to get all those games. Not able to get the game that I said would be the hardest to get, which was Witching Hour. I knew it was, so you had to pay scalpers prices. I heard it's going to come out in the market, retail market, but for some reason, people are thinking it's going to be scarce. I don't know where they got that information. I think there's going to be tons of these. Basically, the Hulk, Juggernaut, Deadpool, and Mr. Sinister were all promo packs. Their promo pack cards were given away a long time ago and last year, which is why a lot of people, as of this video, in the Dice Tower, people who backed, like me, who backed to get Sinister and Deadpool, now those people are asking for refunds. Or can they change their pledge because they don't want their Eclipse package anymore? I think that's funny. Now that this came out, they don't want to give the money, but that's already done. I'll have doubles of each one of these cards. That's fine. I'm glad they did this. You could collect the promos, plus get, Scarlet Witch as a villain. Her mold, I believe, is the same, and Agatha is the only new one here, and it's fine. Out of which one of these are the hardest? I found Agatha to be very hard. Scarlet Witch, you have to beat fast. I mean, no lollygagging around. You've got to move because, I mean, we weren't under any pressure. It felt like we were just slowly unlocking and collecting, trying to get closer to defeating Scarlet Witch. Then all of a sudden, she had unlocked 3 of the 6 she had to do. I mean, and then she got to like 1 left when we finally beat her. I mean, not that she's really hard to beat. You can play her with stars. Oh, you also have to take 3 cards out of the deck, and you get to start with these 1 of each token, which is fine, but also harder because it makes it, the game is a lot shorter when you're playing with Scarlet Witch. There's a big rush to beat Scarlet Witch, whereas Agatha, man, she has a bunch of rune cards. It's her active ones. And when one of the rune cards hits, it's not random, but it's whatever's the card. And sometimes it just sucks. It makes it really hard. Agatha was the harder one of these, although Scarlet Witch, we were just, you're in a rush to beat her. If you wait too long, she is going to win. Not that we were running out of cards. We were running out of crisis threat cards for her. Overall, should you get it? If you're getting Marvel United, you're going to get this anyway, probably. Yeah, if you never got the promos, this is probably good for the promos too. For the heroes, I didn't see anything like I couldn't live without with the heroes. In fact, I really felt like the Deadpool and Hulk decks felt the same to me. Mr. Sinister sucks, even though he has a lot of wilds in his deck. he does a lot of things to screw other players. And Juggernaut's okay. So none of those are really all that awesome. Just if you want those starter decks, I guess, is why you get it. But I love Marvel United. This is a fun one. I'm glad I finally got it, even though I had to pay scalpers prices for it, but not too bad. All right, folks, I'll see you next time. Until then, game on.